Yeah, that's really wonderful. Shifting gears now, you've probably heard about pairing wine and chocolate.
But which kind of wine goes with which kind of chocolate? You might think that it's just good to eat them all, but Renee Allen, the founder of the Wine Institute of New England, is here to break it down. So there's different kinds.
Do it. Say it.
Okay, so when worlds collide, you know I always talk about not pairing chocolate and wine.
That's what I was like, Renee Allen's doing a segment today, pairing chocolate with wine.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Okay.
There's a big trend out there now to pair wine with dry red wine with chocolate. And I'm not into that. It's very popular. I think it's more gimmick than it is good taste.
Trust me, I'm going with you.
Okay.
Whatever you decide, I'm going with.
I always say personal preference rules, so if people like it, they should do it, but there are better choices.
And they like chocolate, so they associate eating both of those together as pleasure.
But there are a lot of reasons not to put a dry red wine with chocolate. The main thing is sugar, and I teach all of my students, if you're eating something sweet, the wine should be as sweet or sweeter. Because the sweetness in the food diminishes the presence of the sweetness in the wine, and it can make it taste completely off balance. And all you want is balance in wine. So yes, you can work very hard and find some pairings with dry red wine and chocolate that'll work, but there are dozens and dozens of beautiful, slightly sweet, very sweet wines out there that would work better with chocolate.
Let's do it.
So we're going to do it.
Show us how to do it.
So the classic example is port. It goes with just about anything that has chocolate in it. I love it with like a chocolate molten lava cake with raspberries on top at the end of a meal, or just regular chocolate. We have a bunch of different chocolate on the table. It is from Portugal. It's a blend of different Portuguese red grapes. It is a fortified wine, so it's going to be a little higher in alcohol. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be beautiful with anything chocolate. And by the way, I will say, if you're doing chocolate in a savory dish, like a mole, like a Mexican mole, by all means, go with a Zinfandel, or like here's a Shiraz from Italy, from Sicily, or if I'm doing a dusted cocoa scallop that's pan-seared, I'll go with a Merlot.
I just did that last night.
Did you do that?
Yeah. I dusted my...
Knock that off. But again, when we're talking with sweet things, I like to go with sweet. So we can do a champagne. We've talked about champagnes come in all different sweetness levels. So you can do an off-dry champagne. That's not a champagne. You can do an off-dry champagne or a sweet champagne, but there are lots of other sparkling wines that do have residual sugar. This is a Cerdon de Bouget. I know you like that stuff. Cerdon de Bouget, it's from the Savoie area in France, and it's like a darker rosé. It's got a little residual sugar. It's got beautiful bubbles. It'll pair great with milk chocolates, white chocolates, and a lot of the chocolate desserts. And you could also go with like a Lambrusco from Emilia-Romagna. And again, the champagne would be perfect, a Brachetto d'Acqui. There's a lot of sparkling wines that have a little residual sugar that would work great at the end of a meal.
Okay.
All right, now this happens to be my current favorite. This is a Barolo Chinato. So it's kind of like a vermouth in that it's both fortified and aromatized. They've added cinchona in there, which is quinine, what we put in quinine water. It's a bittering agent. So it has sort of bitter and sweet qualities. So it's not overly sweet. I love this with the darkest of chocolates. And we have 95% down there. Most people aren't eating...
You're getting your antioxidants. You have the dark chocolate and the wine together.
And remember, well, you know what? They actually used to do a Chinato as an elixir. It was for healing various fevers, digestive issues. Now it's having a resurgence and people are drinking it as a meditation wine. But it's great with chocolate, and the darker the better, I think. An American wine, this is actually the Black Muscat or Moscato grape from California. It's Quadi is the name of the winery there. Makes this beautiful, still red wine that's got some sweetness to it. Would go great again with milk chocolates, some maybe slightly darker chocolates. And then you have a whole bunch of other ones. For instance, this is the Pasito di Pantelleria, which is from also Sicily, a little island, and it's got, it's fortified. It's got like nutty tones to it. It might go with some of the caramel kinds of chocolates, or even peanut butter, Reese's.
Reese's peanut butter.
So it's definitely sweet enough to carry you through that.
Save
you
that
could have it with
Halloween.
white. You can, this is from Montilla Moriles, which is from Spain. It's sort of, they make things similar to sherry. This is all Pedro Jimenez. It's 100% Pedro Jimenez, a very sweet, again, fortified wine that you could definitely do with the white chocolates and the milk chocolates. And in our glasses here, which you can try, is a grape called Monastrell, which is often vinified completely dry from Spain, regular table wine. And this one is a sweet version, dulce. And I would highly recommend that with chocolate.
Yeah, that's
now
good.
Try a piece of chocolate and try it again.
That is really sweet. So,
and there are dozens of other ones out there. And I think, again, if people like to do the dry wine with the chocolate and that's your preference, go ahead. But if you haven't tried some of the sweet wines, you should definitely experiment.
Wow, that really is a remarkable difference.
It's good.
So if you just you want the wine to be sweeter than whatever's on your plate.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a good thing to remember.
To learn more about Renee and the classes she offers, visit thewineinstituteofnewengland.com.